In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to set up YouTube skippable in-stream ads. So let's get started. So the first thing you want to do is head over to Google, and in this case, I'm using Google Chrome, and type in Google Ads into the search bar. Typically, what's going to come up is ads.google.com. You're going to see the sponsored ad here on the left, and then below it, you're going to see the one that's the non-sponsored. It doesn't matter which one you click on, so go ahead and click on that. So one of the other smart things you can do here is hit the star button in the upper corner, and that's going to save it to your bookmark so you can come back to it anytime you want. In the upper right-hand corner, you're going to see we have two options: to sign in and start now. If you've never run Google Ads before, you're going to hit start now. If you have run Google Ads before, or you think you might have an account, you're going to go ahead and hit sign in. So in this case, we're going to hit sign in. I'm going to select one of my Google Ads accounts, and it's going to take me to the Google Ads platform. Now, when this thing loads, you're going to see a certain layout to this system. And if you don't have that layout, it probably means you haven't logged into the Google Ads account in a while, and you might not be in what they call expert view. You might be in the basic view. So if you're in a basic view and it does not look like this platform right here, I want you to go to Google, type in how to get expert mode on Google Ads, and right up at the top, it's going to tell you exactly how to get to this expert mode, which is where all the YouTube skippable ads are created. So we're going to go to our ad platform here. Just ignore that stuff over there to the right. And to get started, we're going to hit create on the left-hand side. We're going to create a campaign. So after you click create a campaign, it's going to take a second to load. So now it's going to ask us, what is our campaign's objective? So for a YouTube skippable in-stream ad, the thing we want to select is create a campaign without a goals guidance. So we're going to go ahead and select that. And then we're going to have the campaign type that comes up. Since we're doing skippable in-stream ads, which is a video, we're going to select video ad. Then it's going to give us a lot of options for the campaign subtype. What we want to do is use video views. So check this out. Get views and engagement from people who are more likely to consider your products or brand. You pay only when someone chooses to watch your ad, which is important. Your ads can show as skippable in-stream, in-feed, and shorts ads. So the shorts ads, that is a new feature for 2024. So let's go ahead and get started with our video views, and we're going to hit continue. So it's going to take us to the next page, and we're going to have some configurations we have to go through. Again, I'm going to walk you through this tutorial all the way through. My name is Will Draper. I'm the content coach, and I'm glad you're here with me today. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. And now we're on to our video campaign. So the campaign name, go ahead and give it a campaign name. And if you're running this as a real estate agent for a market update or a listing video, let's say, for example, we're going to say February 2024 market update and X neighborhood. So we want to make sure we specify what that campaign name is. And you're going to see a bid strategy. It's going to leave it at CPV, which is cost per view. That's exactly the thing you want for a skippable in-stream ad. Then it's going to come down and say, what are your budgets and your dates? You have the option to do a daily or a campaign total. I like doing campaign totals. It makes it easier for my marketing budgeting to know exactly what I would be spending on a per week, per day, per month basis, however long you're running this ad. So if you're running a skippable in-stream ad as a market update to digitally farm a neighborhood, or you're running a listing, pick a dollar amount that works for you. Now, I get this question all the time: how much money should I actually spend here? I think a good amount to start with is around $250 a month. If that's too much for you, that's okay. Spend whatever you can spend. If you can spend more than that, great. You're just going to get more views. It really all matters the size of the area you're going to be serving this ad up to. So pick your budget, analyze it after the first month, and then adjust accordingly. So for this example, I'm going to type in $250. And let's say this is our market update for the month of February 2024. I'm going to set a start date because I've already filmed the video of February 1st, and I'm going to select my end date of the 29th of February. Guess we're in a leap year. So this means that this is going to run for the entire month of February. It's going to spend $250 approximately, and we have an $8.62 daily budget. It's going to run for 29 days. Now, if you're running a listing video right after you drop a listing, let's say the listing goes live on, January 19th. If it goes live on January 19th and you want to run it for, let's say, 2 weeks, you select 2 weeks. You can adjust your budget and say, all right, every video I'm going to put $100 behind. And that's saying a little over $6, just under $7 per day is what it's going to run at. Okay. So let's go back and let's assume we're going to do this for skippable in-stream ads. We're going to pick an end date. We're going to go back to our $250 budget, and we're going to start it on February 1st and rock and roll. Next, we see networks. So on networks, you're going to see a couple different options here. Leave all of the settings as they are now. Locations. This is where it's super important. All countries and territories, US and Canada, United States, enter another location. You want to hit the advanced search button here. So when you hit the advanced search button, the next thing you want to do is go ahead and hit radius. This is what I recommend. You can hit location, but I want to hit radius, and there's a particular reason. So it's going to come up and it's going to give you a 20-mile radius. Go ahead and change that to 1 to get started. And then I want you to enter an address. So I'm going to try to enter an address. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Oh, this is just fine for this example. So it's going to say, oh, wow, that's New York City. So here I have a 1 mile radius around this location. Let's say this was the farm I wanted everybody to see my video in. But let's say I wanted to include Brooklyn over here. I might need to go back, edit this, hit the edit button. I'm going to change this to 2 miles. I'm going to hit save and see, okay, it includes this area. So no matter where you are, this is how you want to set up. You can get down to a 1 square mile radius. So if you're farming a neighborhood that has a few hundred houses or even a few thousand houses, make sure that this circle covers the entire neighborhood. Now you might be asking, what if it's a weird, funny shape? That's okay. You can enter an address. So say I come over here and I want to do Hoboken. I want to target Hoboken, do a 1 mile radius. You see, I can still hit that area there. So you can hit multiple neighborhoods. It doesn't just have to be one place. So if you have farms in multiple different neighborhoods, that's okay. In multiple different parts of town, that's okay. You can target each individual area down to 1 mile, and you can add as many addresses here as you want. So this is how you do your radius targeting for geographics, okay? So we're going to move on to languages. I'm going to leave this set as English, but if you're foreign speaking, no matter what it is, you can change your language here as well. And related videos, we're not going to worry about related videos for these skippable in-stream ads. So we're going to skip that. Now, this is new. It even says that it's new right here. Multi-format ads. Get more views with multi-format ads. Get up to 40% more views by allowing Google to find the right mix of ad formats. I highly recommend you say yes to this because it's just going to get seen by more people. It's not only going to do skippable in-stream ads, but it's going to do in-feed video ads and shorts ads. Now, shorts ads are new, and I'll touch on those more here in a minute. So after that, you're going to see additional settings here. I want you to leave all of this alone. It's going to say when the ads can run, any frequency capping, what devices. Leave all of this alone because we want to maximize the views that we're getting. It's going to ask for an ad group name, and I could just say market update. Doesn't really matter what you call it, just whatever you want. And then you're going to get down and says people. Okay. This is where housing, special ad categories, all that type of stuff kind of comes in play. We have to be super careful with targeting. In my opinion, you don't change any of this. You don't change any of the people who you want to reach, content where your ad's going to show. You want as many people to see this in the geographic location as possible, because if we can narrow it down to a 1 square mile or whatever that radial mile is in whatever locations that you're doing, we want to maximize the number of people that see your ad. One thing I've heard a lot of people doing is coming into these audience segments. And for the audience segments, they might type in something like homeowners. So if you come in here, watch, I can type in homeowners, and homeowners is going to come up as a category. Now, here's why I would not do that. So imagine a kid is in their living room and they're watching dino trucks or whatever they watch on YouTube. And the parents are in the same room, on their phone or reading, or maybe they're cooking dinner or lunch or something like that. And your ad comes up in the middle of whatever the kids are watching. The parents are going to hear and see your ad. But if they're logged into YouTube as their kids, that ad's not going to come up. So you have a chance of getting your ad seen more if you don't say homeowners only. What if there's an apartment building somewhere in that circle and there are people that want to buy a house eventually? Even if you're giving market update information, trying to target sellers, you get to be positioned in front of other people. This is what causes the know you, like you, trust you effect. And honestly, for us, when we would walk into our local grocery store, even the people stocking the shelves would be like, hey, you're that guy on the TV that talks about real estate, right? And I'm like, yes, I am. They wouldn't have seen that if I wouldn't have just left this ad open to everybody. So leave the ad open, let everybody see it. Okay, so skip keywords, skip people. Now it's going to come down and ask you about what YouTube video you're going to do. So I'm just going to pop over to my YouTube channel. I'm just going to grab the link for my latest video. This could be your market update video, your listing, whatever it is. So I'm just going to hit copy on that link. I'm going to come back. I'm going to paste in that link. And you're going to see it starts to create the ad. Now, you're going to get this warning, videos longer than 3 minutes don't usually perform as well as shorter videos. Yes, that's correct. When you're doing these skippable in-stream ads, particularly for market update videos or listing videos, I find the sweet spot is between 60 seconds and 2 minutes. The shorter, the better. Remember, these are ads. People aren't searching for your information to sit around and watch to, so try to keep the ads a little bit shorter. Now, also, you notice another new, not warning, but notification here that says add a vertical video. Vertical videos can get 100% more views on shorts. Vertical short video ads are brand new. And I think there's a big opportunity here because not a lot of people are doing it. So if you have not only a horizontal version of your market update or your listing video, but you have a vertical version that is less than 90 seconds, actually on YouTube, less than 60 seconds, and it's on your YouTube channel, you can copy and paste that URL right there, and it's going to run 2 different ad formats. I highly suggest that you do it. Now, the next part of this, since we're using multi-format video ads, it's going to ask for a final URL. So this is where people land when they click on your ad. So when your ad runs on the screen, there's going to be a button for them to click that they can end up somewhere. So where should they end up? If it's a market update video, I highly recommend that they end up on your website so they can schedule a meeting with you via Calendly. One of my clients, Dan Parker, does a great job of this. So people land on his website, they see a video, they can click a Calendly meeting and set up a Zoom meeting with him directly on his website. That's the URL I would put in here. Now, if it was a listing video, I might send them to my website, to the listing page, and have them do some forced registration so I can actually capture the lead. So that's where your final URL goes. Now, if you want to include a call to action, notice when I click this button, I'm going to end up with a button over here. It says call to action. Obviously, we don't want it to say call to action. It could be something like sign up, buy now, watch now, start now, book now. You know, it could be call now, right? So whatever your call to action is, they click that button and then it's going to send them over to this URL. So it could be book, meeting, schedule, whatever you want it to be. Okay. Now it's going to ask from additional URL options. I would say just ignore that. You don't need to worry about it. Ad creation, don't worry about that. You're going to jump down to bidding. Okay. It's going to tell you what kind of bid you should use. Just use what it tells you. Typically, I use 5 cents per view, but this was just telling me, okay, you could use 3 cents per view and you're going to have some pretty good reach. Now, when I've created this, it's going to tell me over here on the right, my estimated performance. So for $250 in this particular place in New York, it says I'm going to get between 14 and 33,000 views that are guaranteed to happen within that radio area, inside my farm, inside the area I want to market. And I'm going to get between 11 and 93,000 impressions. It's going to spend all of my budget, and it's going to cost me between 1 and 3 cents per view. Now, typically when you're mailing postcards, 55 cents or more, depending on the size, this is 1 to 3 cents per view. So you're 20xing your marketing by running these skippable in-stream ads. I hope you enjoyed this video. There's going to be a card around here somewhere that talks about another video I think you should watch on my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.